Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you guys could tell by the title, we're gonna be doing like a little bit of a 2021 project pan situation. So I have a few products that I've been trying to finish for a while now, and for some reason I just never do it, and it's kind of really frustrating me right now. Like, I'm trying to work through some of the products that I have that I know are like almost on their last leg or they're half empty, and I just want to finish them up. So it's not really just mainly a project pan, it's kind of like finishing up some products that I have that I've already kind of hit pan on, if you will. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's start with the products that I'm trying to finish up. First of all, I'm gonna start with kind of like the steps that I would take to do my makeup in general. So starting off, I like to moisturize my skin first, and I have this moisturizer that I'm almost done with, but the reason why I'm not finishing it up, I think it's because I'm not really in a hurry to go repurchase it because it is kind of more expensive, but I really do like it. I find like a good deal on it, so I can maybe like pick it up then, or if I literally just you know, just finished it up and I really want to pick it up again, I'd probably do that. So that is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer. I'm literally almost done with it. Like, I have a few uses left, like maybe a week or 2 weeks worth left in this bottle that I have been saving for a month because I just really don't want to go repurchase it again, even though I really did like it and I want to repurchase it. I'm just kind of like, is it worth the $34 or $36? I don't know, but I really did like this a lot, so I think I'm just gonna put it in this list of products that I want to just use up this year. The next step that we're going to be talking about, which is primers, this face primers. I have two in this category, one of them that I'm not really going to focus on and the other that I will focus on the most. So these are the two primers that I want to use up this year. And this one is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. This one is like an exact dupe to the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer that I already have. And yeah, there's my Milk one and there's my e.l.f. one. And I feel like my e.l.f. one is not really halfway there, but it could potentially reach halfway point really soon. And I figured, you know what, I don't really need to have both of them here. And since I already have the Milk one, and the Milk one is pretty much gonna last me a while, let me just try to move or work through the e.l.f. one for now. And I think that's why I kind of added it to the list. And then this one, which is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. I absolutely love this. The only reason why I just want to finish it up because sometimes it just keeps changing color. It gets darker whenever I leave it. So I think it's just expiring soon. And I do want to repurchase this once I'm done with this one because I really do like this a lot. It just makes my skin look so hydrated, so beautiful, so dewy, and I would definitely recommend this. I'm not really going to focus on it as much as I will the e.l.f., but I do want to use both. Like, I might use both of them, like this one to hydrate and this one to grip, whatever it can be. But yeah, these are the primers that I'm gonna try to finish up or pan 2021. Okay, moving on to the base makeup. So the main foundation kind of product that I want to finish up is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. This is my absolute favorite tinted moisturizer foundation type of product. And as you guys can see, it's like literally just, it's been like this ever since summer, I believe. Or actually no, ever since quarantine started. I left it in this exact position and I haven't finished it up because it's very dewy, so it doesn't really work with wearing a mask. So I kind of just didn't use it as much, but I always miss using it, I always miss wearing it, and I just absolutely love it. So I was like, you know what, let's just try to finish this up, and we're almost done anyways. Like, I don't think this is gonna take that long. It might take me like maybe a couple of months or 3 months or so, whatever, how long it might take. I will definitely repurchase this as well, just like this one. I do really love these a lot. Moving on to the concealers that I'm going to be focusing on. I have a main one that is going to be like my main one to finish up, and the other one I just kind of added so in case I have some days that I just don't want to use the one that I'm trying to finish because it's almost done anyways, but it's been in my collection for way too long and it's just kind of at the point where I'm tired of it. I don't like it anymore as I used to, and I definitely moved on from the formula. I definitely found others that I prefer way more than this one. So I was like, you know what, let me just try to focus on it for a little bit. And this is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is like a cult favorite concealer. Personally, right now, I don't like it at all. I haven't been using it in so long because I just find it so drying underneath my eyes right now, and I really don't like this at all. And I already, a couple of days ago, I just removed the stopper so I could just kind of, honestly, I didn't really remove the stopper, it kind of just fell inside. I tried to like take it out, but I accidentally pushed it inside and now it's stuck inside. But I'm trying to use it up. I have this much left. Everything is just on the side, so that's why you can't really tell, but not a lot left. But I just couldn't get to the last bit on the bottom because of the stopper. Now that I took it out, I'm gonna try to wipe this clean and just get it over with because I am just done with this. I wanna get it out of my collection. I just don't wanna throw it away because, I mean, it's almost done anyways, and at the same time, it was an expensive concealer. Yeah, I just figured, you know what, I don't wanna waste that, you know? So I better get my money's worth out of it, and I'm just done with it, to be honest. The next concealer, this one I've actually repurchased like time and time again, and this is like my third or fourth one in my collection, I believe. Yeah, and it's halfway done anyways because I do love this concealer. I use it a lot, but I haven't been using it as much as I was before because I definitely moved on to other NourK concealers that I've been preferring way more. Even though every time I use it, I still do like it. But anyways, this is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Of course, this is another cult classic from the drugstore. Do like this a lot. I just haven't been using it a lot lately because I do for other concealers. Not that this is bad, like I still do like this. I've just been gravitating towards others in my collection more than this one, so I was like, you know what, I could just put this also in the pile, but this one's gonna be my main focus, and then this one's gonna be maybe for like the second half of. So yeah, if you guys are wondering what I have on my face, then go check out the video that I posted last. And I'll have it also linked down below and in the cards right here if you guys are interested in seeing. I did just change the lip though, so yeah, it's kind of a little different. I just wanted to add a little bit of difference between both of it. Moving on to my face like powder products or whatever. So I picked up only one bronzer. This bronzer I've already hit pan on like a long time ago, but I've never really finished it up because I just also, with the rest of my products, I just moved on to other things, you know? And this is the ColourPop bronzer. I don't remember what shade that was. I've had this pan on for like a year and a half, 2 years or something like that. So it's definitely about time for me to like actually focus on it and use it up. And yeah, that's why this is in my collection. It's gonna be the bronzer that hopefully I'm gonna finish throughout this year. And then moving on to a blush that I kind of want to work through. But my problem with is that I honestly don't know how to use the formula. Also from ColourPop, we have a bunch of ColourPop stuff that we're trying to work through. I promise, I have no issues with the brand. So anyways, like I love the brand. But oh yeah, forgot to mention, so you guys, I'm not gonna be repurchasing this. And this one I also won't repurchase because I already do have like a lot of concealers. This is just like, it was great at the time and it still is great, but I just have others that I would much rather repurchase over this one. Anyways, moving back to blush. This is actually the one that I'm gonna actually pan, I guess. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Blush in the shade Count Me In. And I love the shade of this, but the problem is that I really don't know how to use the ColourPop Super Shock blushes at all. Like, I really don't know. Should I use it with a brush? Should I use it with a sponge? Should I use it with what exactly with my fingers? I'm always like so curious with how to use it. Like, it's such a beautiful blush, but I just really don't know how to use it. I think that's kind of my problem with it. That's why I really want to focus on it and kind of see ways to work through it. So if you guys have any suggestions on how to use the ColourPop Super Shock Chic products, let me know because I really don't know how to use this properly. I will not be repurchasing at least the Super Shock Chic formula again because I'm not a huge fan of the blushes. I love the highlighters. Don't use them as much, but I do love the highlighters. And of course the eyeshadows. The shimmer shadows are beautiful. Mattes though, I'm just not a huge fan of. Yes, that's kind of my problem. Anyways, so moving on to the rest of like the face makeup base products section. I have two powders. One that I'm going to be focusing on the most, and the other one is just, I love it and I just wanted to add it because it's also, I did also hit pan on it, so I just kind of wanted to add it just in case I was bored of this one for a little bit. I could just switch to that one for a little. But I have these two powders right here. This one is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder, and this is in the shade Warm Light. I already hit pan on this like maybe a year ago or more when I used to use powder a lot, but I don't use powders anymore. That's probably why I just stopped using it. I did like it during the time that I used it. It was pretty nice, and it sets my makeup pretty well. I like to use this right now, or I think my main usage is just gonna be for underneath my eyes every day when I go to work. So that's kind of why I pulled it out. I was like, you know what, let's just try to work through this. I probably will not be repurchasing this because I just have a lot of powders, even though I don't really use powders because I have dry skin, so I don't really see the point of using powders on my skin personally, unless I want to, unless like I want a long-lasting kind of look. Then I will use powders, but I already have a lot of loose ones that I would just much rather try to go through these than purchase another pressed one. We'll see what's gonna happen in the future, but I'm just letting you guys know that this one I definitely, hopefully won't be repurchasing. The next powder that I will also be trying to like use up a little bit more, this one is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I really do like this. This is in the shade Transparent. This one actually like kind of broke before, like I hit pan on it and then it broke and then I repressed it and then I hit pan on it again. So this has been through a journey with me. I really did like this. I still do like this a lot actually. Between these two, this one's actually my most used like pressed powder. That's kind of why I wanted to pick this one in the project pan / project finishing up the product, I guess. And this is just like my backup kind of whenever I'm bored of the Wet n Wild one, or if it's just not doing it for me at the moment. I would recommend this for like a drugstore pressed powder. Next category is eyeshadow primers. I wasn't gonna pick an eyeshadow palette because honestly, I don't like to restrict myself when it comes to my eyeshadow palettes. So I just didn't really see the point in picking an eyeshadow palette for me to work through because I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, and just narrowing it down to one, I knew it was gonna be impossible for me, so I just didn't want to do that. So the eyeshadow primers that I'm gonna work through, because one of them is really old and it's almost drying out, and it kind of is drying out. Like it's definitely not the way it used to be, but I just want to use it up because it's old, you know? I might actually purchase it, but actually I don't think I will. Anyways, this eyeshadow primer kind of, it's mainly like a cream shadow supposed to be, but everyone and their mama used to use this as an eyeshadow primer, and I absolutely love this. Sadly, they're not cruelty free, so I can't repurchase it, so we're gonna have to find an alternative. Anyways, this is the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I've had this for way too long in my collection. Way too long, and it's really low. Like it's pretty low, but I just, for some reason, it just doesn't want to end with me. But I love it, so I don't mind that. Like, this is honestly my foolproof go-to eyeshadow primer. But I don't know, I've reached a point where I just really want to get rid of it because it's pretty old, it's really dried out, and it just kind of, it just needs to go at this point. And the next one is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I'm not a huge fan of this at all. You know, everyone, when this was, you know, I know that everyone loved this. This was the hit. Personally, to me, I was never a huge fan of this. I think my issue with it the most is that I have oily eyelids. So this one works great because it's kind of matte, but grips the eyeshadow. So it kind of like stops my eyelids from creasing or like from producing the oils and holds my eyeshadow. But this one is kind of oily when I put it on my eyes anyways, so it just doesn't really make sense for me. So I think I'm just gonna try to use it up somehow. It's halfway empty anyways, and I'm trying to get rid of the rest of it, but I know this is also pretty old in my collection as well. So that's kind of the main reason why I really want to finish them up, but also because I just won't be repurchasing this. I really don't like it anyways. And I'm so close to decluttering it, but I was like, you know, let me just try to work through it. Let me just try to work through the pain. And this one, yeah, already just talked about it like a billion years. Okay, so last item that I'm trying to finish up. Actually, I had another one, but I just finished it today. It was gonna be in this video, Whatever. I just, you know, I just finished it. I was like, you know, it's just like a few spritz left. Let's just use it up. I'll save the other product that I finished up to like an empties video or something. This one is the 4th Rate Beauty Fresh AF Facial Mist. This is not really a setting spray per se. This is more of like a refreshing mist. I don't know. At the beginning, I really didn't like this at all. But then lately, I've been into it a little bit more to kind of add a little bit of freshness to my skin and refresh my makeup kind of. And as you guys can tell, it's more than halfway empty now, and I figured, you know what, I could just like focus on this and just finish it up. I like to use this to wet my brushes if I'm gonna use a shimmer or on my face or refresh it or anything like that. So it's like, I think this might be actually pretty easy. I mean, facial mists I think are easy to kind of use up, for me at least. Like, I have a lot that are halfway done. I have another one that is halfway done. It's also from the Pretty Fresh collection. I don't know why I'm trying to work through all the Pretty Fresh collection that I have, and apparently I am. So yeah, I have this one, but I'm not gonna try to work through this because this is my favorite setting mist ever. Yes, I am obsessed with this. So I'm not gonna work through this. I will let nature take its course, and once I'm done with it, I will repurchase it for sure. But until then, I'm just gonna focus on this, just so you guys know. This one though, I will not be repurchasing for sure. Also, yeah, before I forget, I don't have mascaras in this list because I'm already like going through a lot of mascaras that I have that are literally on their last leg anyways, are gonna be decluttered soon. I will be doing a declutter video, hopefully in the next few days or like weeks or something. To be realistic, I'm probably gonna be in the next month. I've been kind of decluttering off camera, but then I realized, you know, let me just film everything. So some of the stuff I already decluttered, that I might show you what I took out and when I left, but others I will do it with you guys on camera. So yeah. Yeah guys, that was every product that I am trying to finish up or use up this year, or pan, whatever you want to call this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of like a random one, but I figure I would just like kind of try to work through my makeup collection a little bit. Like, I'm kind of trying to do like more shop my stashes and like using older makeup that I have in my collection, products that I used to love and I stopped using, stuff like that. Don't forget to comment down below which products are you guys trying to work through this year, or like if that video kind of motivated you to go and look through your collection and see, you know, what you just want to finish up. Let me know down below in the comments, as I'm actually interested to know what you guys are working through. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!